Welcome back to This Week in Hockey here on 101 ESPN, your home for the St. Louis Blues. Alex Ferrario back with you. Of course, we are broadcasting the Alumni AllStar Game here in St. Louis, and got an All-Star here in the studio with us right now who will be participating, the former St. Louis Blue, the former Stanley Cup champion, Andy McDonald. Andy, it's great to see you back in St. Louis. I know you're based here, man, but it's great to see you back around the area. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Well, how much fun is this to be back on the ice? I know you skate with these guys kind of away from it, but to actually game mode, game mentality with a sold-out crowd.
Well, maybe I'll answer that after the game, right? No, it's going to be fun. Certainly, it's going to be a big turnout. You can already see the fans in the building, and I know the guys are looking forward to it. They've been preparing pretty hard, so we'll see how it goes.
You're in good shape still. It doesn't look like there's as much preparing for you as there. Although Cam Jansen's like that guy too. He seems to be my go-to just shot. I just take shots at Cam as much as possible.
We'll just ask him. He'll tell you how good he is, and he's one of the guys that's been working out pretty hard for this game. So he'll be fun to watch out there.
How much negotiating does it need to go into you of, hey, Andy, we want you to play in the All-Star Alumni Game for us?
I was just hoping I got picked. Certainly, I know there was a list of guys that wanted to play, so it's an exciting opportunity, and certainly here in the new building, and there's a lot of buzz about it. So it should be a fun night.
What do you think of this building? Because when you were here, you were practicing at the Mills, right?
Yeah.
So that was pretty rough.
Yeah, certainly when I was playing, the practice facility was there at the Mills, and it was, at the time, it was a nice building.
Right.
But now with coaching youth hockey, you really see the difference with this building. Hardy's got torn down, but having the kids here with the facility and the multiple pads and the Exos workout facility upstairs, there's a lot of neat things for the kids, and it's certainly changed the culture in St. Louis with the hockeys. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of it.
You're huge into coaching youth hockey. Of course, you just mentioned it, and that's kind of it's been a cycle of that throughout the time in St. Louis. And I know you were only here for a short amount of time, Andy, but you got a taste of it, didn't you, of how much the former players install their mindset and mentality into the younger players to try and grow hockey here?
Well, I think St. Louis has come a long way, certainly, and I guess when I was playing, Tkachuk and Jeff Brown, they were the guys that were coaching the younger players, Matthew Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk, and Logan Brown, and it just seems to kind of carry over, and you kind of learn from those guys and what they put into the youth hockey, and it's my turn now, and I coach 12U, so the kids are a lot of fun right now. They're kind of young and still somewhat innocent, so it keeps me sane. But it's been fun.
You've seen the success, though, right, of the growth of hockey. I mean, you saw the draft a few years ago where it was, 5-6 kids coming out of St. Louis, and now you look, 2 of them are all-stars, and Matthew and Brady Tkachuk. That's the cool part about being a part of this as an alumni now, isn't it? To know that, hockey's such a big deal right now in St. Louis that you just don't know what's going to come out from it.
Well, right. I mean, we're right in the mix of it, and it's really grown among the kids, and it's good to see. It wouldn't be possible without this facility and the number of rinks and pads and just ice availability. They have stick and pucks and public skating. It allows a lot more kids to get on the ice and be involved with the game, and the coaching too. I mean, you have a lot more people coming through, and not just former players, but dads involved with it and giving back to the game. So it helps with the kids in their development and helps get more people involved.
You're a fantastic follow on Twitter, and I kind of followed along with you throughout the playoff run last year. Well, you won the Stanley Cup with Anaheim. You know what that's like as a player, but what was that like as a former player, kind of watching the Blues, who you spent a lot of time with, making that run and winning the Stanley Cup?
I mean, it was just completely different. I mean, I'm on the other side of it as a fan, and I got to watch the games with my family and my son, who was obviously a young hockey player. Just a different perspective, seeing the Blues go through it, and from where they started, I guess in January, and having the incredible run. It's just a different type of feeling, but definitely a different perspective of being a fan and kind of being on the other side and watching the team carry through the playoffs and going to the games, and it was neat. It was something I always remember.
Does it bring back some of those emotions of what it was like going through that Stanley Cup run and how much of a grind that truly is to win a cup?
Yeah, I mean, the Blues certainly, just the adversity that they went through. We didn't go through that type of adversity in Anaheim, so it was just a different type of run, and I don't think anybody picked them to win the Cup the way they did, and from where they started in January. So it was just neat to be along the sidelines, and certainly towards the end of it, where the guys are coming out onto the ice and you can see the looks on their faces. That certainly brings it all back.
Well, of course, we got a heck of a game tonight at the Blues alumni versus the NHL alumni. Do you know who your line mate's going to be yet?
I've been told by Cam that we're on the same line. So
that's just Cam being selfish.
Yeah. So Cam was probably going to be on all 4 lines. So.
We've been told he's supposed to stay away from Red Berenson, though, so that might be the one line we don't see him on.
Yeah, that's right. Keep away from Red. That's for sure. I'm just going to try and stay away from him too.
So you and Red on the line, then that's how we stay away from
safe.
55,
that's
right?
That's safe. Yeah.